The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today we'll feature two battles of champion versus champion. The first set of champions will now enter the void. It is the 1 seed FFR Pro 21 and the 4 seed TaymanND. Welcome puzzlers, this is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2023. And we are down to our final four in the one-player stadium gold bracket, and every single remaining player is a former champion. From myself in 2017 to Tayman in 2020 to FFR Pro in 2021 and Yoshi just last year. So for the first time in our PPL tournament history, we will have a repeat major champion. And FFR Pro and Tayman will be the first to try and stake their claim to the title of PPL 2023 champion. But we'll have to fight in the void of V-Hard in order to do so. Let's see how V-Hard will treat these two players today. Hopefully it goes a lot better than what happened in the silver bracket, but these two are storied veterans of the scene and should be able to handle themselves just fine, but maybe the game will have a say in what will happen in this one. Let us find out. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how the game works or how our tournament works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Nintendo 64 in September 2000 in North America and March 2001 in Europe. It has been re-released multiple times via the Wii Virtual Console in May 2008 and the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack in July 2022. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. We are down to our final 3 matches of our gold bracket tournament. This single elimination tournament has had players fight through all sorts of one-player stadium difficulty levels under the sun, and now the last 2 will be tackled in these final matches. Today we will see 2 semifinal matches in the V-hard difficulty, and each match will be a best of 5 race set. So the first to win 3 races will win the match, and both of our competitors will be fighting for a spot in the finals, where we will see S-hard in a best of 5 meetup, and those matches are always crazy for one reason or another. Now, all of our competitors are already in the money, so to speak, but these players will want to win today to fight for a bigger part of our crowd-funded prize pool, now sitting at $250 out of our goal of $500. We're halfway there, puzzlers. If we can get to that goal, then the top 4 of the gold bracket will be expanded to the top 8 in terms of winnings. And you can see the breakdowns on screen. There's already a nice chunk of change in line for the winner of this tournament, and aside from bragging rights and everything that comes with being a champion, that prize pool amount would certainly help to purchase a few Wendy's Baconator meals, or some combos in that regard. And if you too want to get in the action and get a piece of this prize pool pie, even the 2% that will get raffled off to a random non-prize winner at the very end, well, there's still one more chance for you to get involved with the tournaments, as yesterday we had our marathon mode side event, but next Saturday we will have our spa service side events. Just a handful of races in the spa service mode. Most of these players at the top will finish each run in somewhere in between 20 and 30, 35 minutes, something like that. Yeah, if you think you have what it takes to beat us in spa service, then go to start.gg now/PPL2023 and get in your last second signups for that spa service tournament. Taking a look at our gold bracket, you can see that all of the final 4 players in this side of the bracket are previous major tournament winners. FFR Pro winning the 2021 tournament, Tayman winning the 2020 tournament, Yoshi winning last year's tournament, and myself winning the very first Pokemon Puzzle League tournament we held in 2017. So for the first time, we will have a repeat Pokemon Puzzle League champion. And it will be very interesting to see whether FFR Pro or Tayman will come out on top in the difficulty that is V-Hard. On paper, it looks like Tayman has a higher ceiling advantage in this matchup, but FFR did get a new V-Hard personal best in qualifying that has yet to be updated. So Tayman has an 1141 V-Hard to FFR Pro's 1147. And honestly, with how these two have been, with the ceiling that these two have, and with V-Hard being quite random with matches going potentially between 15 and 25 minutes, depending on how every person's luck stat gets rolled, then we could be in for a very, very big one, puzzlers. I do want to go to the live Twitch chat for a moment and check up on the prediction for who is going to win this matchup, and it appears that most of the betting money is into Tayman winning this one and moving on to the S-Hard final round, but FFR Pro still has a very nice chunk of change bet on him, courtesy of our very own Tetris attacker. So there's definitely some confidence on either side for how this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to go at this moment. I can tell you that over the years of play that these two have experienced, it is actually FFR Pro who has had Tayman's number in Pokemon Puzzle League as a whole. The matchup being currently 4-1 in PPL match play against Tayman. The one win Tayman having coming in 2020 on his way to the title. So if there's going to be any sort of opportunity for a correction in the matchup record between these two. It could very well come here. But I will not be surprised to see any sort of result. I'm kind of expecting and hoping that this match goes 5 games, because these two have a level of play to them that is a joy to watch. And they both have very different styles that we will see as we go on with this matchup. So let's not waste any more time, puzzlers. Let's get to this gold bracket semi-final match with FFR Pro 21, the 1 seed, and the 4 seed TaymanND. And that match is going to come at you right now. We will listen to FFR Pro's audio for this first game. Yes, it is all V-hard, all out for this one. Both competitors practicing in their own way for the upcoming match. So V-hard is the first stage, the first level to feature the Canon Puzzle Master in Mewtwo. And what comes with that, we have found, is a very random gameplay. It's like, what, Mewtwo is canon? Like, yes, Mewtwo is the Puzzle Master. That is the canon that this game has established. So our players will be running up soon, and then we will start this game 1. And this mode feels like a tale of two halves, in all honesty. The first half of V-hard tends to play the most like hard mode, in that if you are very quick with sending just a few lines of garbage, like at least 4 lines, preferably 5 or 6 as you get closer to the midway point, then you will be able to beat these foes relatively quickly. Both players seem to be sticking towards a minimal chain size, and both getting very good stages as a result. 12 seconds, 15 seconds. Our players will be hopeful to rattle off those times throughout the first half of this 16-stage V-hard run. After that, though, all bets are off for how it's going to go. That is like a frame perfectly dropped 10 combo from our number 1 seed. And he's not the S-hard record holder for nothing, but that flurry of garbage was not quite enough. Meanwhile, Tayman does get an attack that distracts Brock enough to lose in 16 seconds. And you will see throughout this mode, as FFR Pro continues to deal with whatever movement Brock is doing to stay alive, just random time wasting to be had. But you can see what Tayman is completely married to, and you can see it working to full effect in that 14-second Misty. It is the double 4 combo strategy. So our players will be looking to start the chain with a 4 combo, and then make another 4 combo during the chain before the end of it, to get tiny garbage blocks that fall on the opponent before the chain garbage does. And that only works in this game specifically when you lead your chain with that combo. And after that, then the other thing that makes the strategy work for our players is that the opponent, when they recognize combo garbage on top of them, will only see the panels for matches immediately in all the rows below that lowest garbage block. So we're consciously sending these leading combo attacks to try and distract these opponents long enough so that they run out of time. It's usually going to be stop time for all of the combos and chains that these opponents make. And another combo kill from our 4 seed gets him off to a rather substantial lead as we approach the midpoint of this run. Now FFR Pro is getting the 4 combos in place and getting times under 20 seconds, which is what all of our competitors will be aiming for. And that was a very precise swap from Tayman to get that 5 chain built up very fast, and that should prove to be enough of a distraction. Oh, it just barely Sabrina had time to get to that garbage clear, and that is going to be a break for FFR Pro as he gets the combo kill onto Koga. Oh, so that stage went so badly, Tayman decided to reset the stage. That becomes a question for our competitors starting really towards the midway point of this run. Like, do you let these stages play out as these opponents do so much? Oh, how was that timed well enough for Tayman? It sure was. And we have nearly in sync kills under 20 seconds for both of our players. I believe FFR's stream was ever so slightly behind Tayman's in terms of delay. It may not be a full second, but it does appear that FFR Pro does have maybe 2-second lead into this Blaine stage. Tayman does gets the kill barely onto Blaine and is first into the second half at about 6 minutes. FFR Pro still has to wait for Blaine to fight off a few more things. And how long do you let this go? How long do you let Blaine go for all of these matches in the bottom tier of panels, in the second tier of panels? There's some more combo separation from FFR's attacks, and Blaine barely runs out of time, as does Tracy. So Tayman once again back to a full stage lead. And now it really goes crazy which stages will cooperate with you. Both players seem to be all in on... Well, I can't speak for FFR yet, but generally they are all in on stage reset strats. We'll see how these stages will behave for our players. Ooh. Tayman's rocket could not downstack that properly to get caught by the combo block, and now Rocket has to go into the second tier of panels to save themselves, and Rocket is Rocket is in a very strange place. One of those CPUs that will purposely try to maximize matches off of transforming garbage. They will try to make 12 combos and 15 combos if they are able. And you can use that to you can wait on that to really hope for these opponents to drain their resources. And so far, our players have had issues getting that to work on their respective stages. But Team Rocket is misdirected, and that will allow Tayman to advance further. Tracy is getting really close to draining all of his panels for FFR's attack, and FFR is continuing with the combos to try and fill out the extra few lines, and now I think Tracy has done it poorly. So FFR let that stage play out, getting 53 seconds. It's certainly not the worst that we have seen from V-Hard. Oh, Tayman was one line short of getting a kill. We call that a stop time kill because it involves the opponents running out of stop time from their combos and chains. But it's not just stop time that our players have to worry about. There's also stack health from being at the very top of the screen. Like, once you reach the top of the screen, there's a certain grace period that the game will give you to make additional matches and start chaining before trying to off you. And when that stack health drains, you are truly lost. It's a loss condition as opposed to a win condition. Ooh, FFR's Giovanni gets out of position, and it is now our 1 seed into the Puzzle Elite first. Expect a lot of lead changes as we get to further along in this run, because these opponents are not truly consistent in their behavior. Richie runs out of time as well, so Tayman took a reset on Giovanni and got the win in the end, but has flipped the script and has fallen a stage behind of FFR Pro. See how disciplined FFR is with the chains. Kind of got hamstrung with that positioning, and that will allow Lorelei to clear some garbage. Oh, Richie might be doing... Oh, I thought Richie was doing some things poorly. Did a few things poorly, but not enough to exhaust his options. Does run out of time going for that match, though. And with the stage reset from FFR, our players are now back to the same place. And most of the time you'll see our players get a 4 combo to start, and then get another 4 combo in the next chain link. But as long as you get the second 4 combo before the end of the chain, then the combo strategy can still work. Ooh, that chain from FFR's Lorelei will allow her enough time to clear the garbage, and Tayman's Lorelei downstacks the panels poorly and gives him the crush. And just like that, we are back to a 1-stage lead in the other direction. And both players are really trying to finish this first run in under 15 minutes, which 15 minutes is really the benchmark that all of our players today, myself included, will be looking for in every race. Oh, looks like FFR's Lorelei is cooperating. That left side could not get downstacked enough, but she has done things poorly enough for FFR to completely crush her, as Ash declares that he is gonna win. Oh man. TaymanND's Bruno had a 6 combo at the ready and did not take it, and as a result will get to this garbage clear, which prompts an immediate reset. Keeping the chain going. There's an element of trying to leave the opponent with as few panels as possible, but the scrolling that these opponents are doing could also prove to be enough. But ooh, a little slide from FFR's Bruno. Gets to the garbage clear, but TaymanND's Bruno does a dumb and runs out of panels himself. We are down to our final 2 stages. I believe TaymanND is watching the restream for an idea of where FFR is, but if you were not watching, then you have to wonder if this kind of time would be good enough. And just like that, with the combo kill on FFR's second attempt, we are back level stage for stage once again. All the 4 combos. TaymanND is making all of the 4 combos. I would argue too many 4 combos, but we will see how this stacks. There are some pillars, and we call that formation in this community, where there are stacks of panels on either side, and these opponents will try to downstack both ends of them independently, and that is a huge time-wasting endeavor. TaymanND tries again with his Gary II, as does FFR. Remember, the final opponent of VHard is Mewtwo, and the reset strats you've seen up to this point go out the window in VHard, because a reset is treated by this game mostly the same as a loss, and losing to Mewtwo results in a reset of progress back to Gary II. Alright, does FFR's Gary have enough panels left? Absolutely not. FFR extended that chain out to double digits to try and get the timing right, and he needed every single bit of that. And TaymanND's Gary runs out of time at 14 seconds. Here we go. Will Mewtwo be free? In V-Hard, hard to say, but in S-Hard, we may see a few more Mewtwo's exhaust all of their resources. But FFR is trying to keep the chain alive as long as possible to be enough of a distraction. Mewtwo's getting a few too many combos to make it work, unless... Oh, that's a problem. FFR Pro's Mewtwo is free. And it will be our #1 seed that will take Game 1 with a time of 17 minutes, 16 seconds. And that will prove to be enough for Pokeball number 1. And you can see the speed that Mewtwo is able to exhibit here. That can prove to be a massive time waste. And Tayman, unfortunately, has to settle for an 1806. But for two players to be within a minute of each other at the very end, that just goes to show how evenly matched these two are. And if these two players are going to be playing in that range from 15 to 20 minutes throughout this match, then we are in for a great one, puzzlers. I am sending these players off to start game 2. And I think both players really played to their strengths in this one. Tayman, very deliberate in his setups, was able to more consistently get 4 combos, double 4 combos even, to start his stages. And got off to a faster start because of it. But it was FFR seemingly getting the better luck at the end, and I'm not sure either player can be significantly faulted for how they performed in that race. Sometimes V-Hard just does what it wants to do. So we'll see if the luck does play out any differently for our competitors as we hit game 2. And FFR immediately getting 2 4s followed by another 4 combo on the 3 chain. And it ends up short. It's not short for Tayman, and Tayman gets off to the fast start. Now the one with the 12-second stage. FFR has to sit through a little bit more, and Gary gets to the red match in time. Going to waste even more. Oh my goodness, this is not common, and FFR has not topped out Gary. Oh no. That is very bad. FFR tried to send an extremely short attack and got punished, and is still getting punished. It is very rare for Gary the First to waste this much time at the very beginning. What a massive setback. Tayman gets a 4-4-5 with an extra combo and 2 on top of that. So Tayman will get Misty topped out, and whatever match Misty was going for was not quite there by the time she was able to get to it. These foes don't adapt very well. And as you can see, they can be felled in about 10 seconds with a properly timed attack. So FFR is sticking to a 1-stage deficit. Tayman could not quite get the chain extension to get the second 4 combo to fall in time, and that may have allowed Lieutenant Surge to get to that garbage clear. But FFR gets the 4 combo in place for a distraction to beat his Misty in 14 seconds. So 15-second makeup by FFR in that one. Again, our players have been committed to 2-4 combos, and FFR ends up getting a very light attack at the start. Hardly any combos, and Surge is not going to be topped out here. Is that going to run out of time, I wonder? It does. It does. Surge does run out of time at 23 seconds. Tayman holding the one stage advantage early on. Now, for making it to the top 4, our 2 players have already guaranteed themselves at least 10% of our crowdfunded prize pool, assuming that we do not reach our goal, as we unfortunately have not been able to in quite some time. But if you want to increase that prize pool and have some change to spare, then there is a link you can access in the live Twitch chat with an exclamation mark pool to get a link to where you can throw in your tips. And maybe the extra prize money will help Tayman cope a little bit with that 50-second Koga he just got, allowing FFR to catch up and take the ever so slightest of leads. That is a very high and cavernous set of pillars for FFR Sabrina. Is Sabrina gonna have time to do anything else? No. So FFR Sabrina runs out of time. Tayman Sabrina gets to the garbage clear, and Sabrina, like Team Rocket, like Giovanni, is one of those opponents that will try to line out maximum matches from transformed garbage. So there was a potential for Sabrina to deplete her entire resources, but it is not happening here, and now you have to wonder if it becomes appropriate to reset the stage. After a minute, Tayman decides that he's had enough. It's a hard call to make. I find myself struggling with the call myself, and wow! Blaine went for the leftmost match of the purples instead of the match that was right there. And it is FFR first into the second half in a little over 6 minutes. Tayman, unfortunately, gets a 10-second Sabrina in that second attempt. It's got to leave him feeling better about his run after that, or about his play, if nothing else. Oh, that is a big garbage block FFR had to send, but he sent all of it. Needed all of it. And Tayman with the garbage separation will not be too outdone as he enters the second half of V-Hard in a little over 7 minutes. So it's almost, I believe he's almost a full minute behind after the first half. Which, if we've already seen anything from this matchup, V-Hard definitely will show you that a minute is nothing. A minute can be made up in a simple matter of a stage reset. It's like, what do? Do you let the stage play out for 2-3 minutes, or do you go try to get another attempt at a quick 20 to 30 second kill? There's a constant cost-benefit analysis that these players are having to go through. Ooh, Rocket being a little slow to the matches that were available in that moment. And FFR will get through that Rocket in 48 seconds. Will Tracy have time for anything else after this? Oh, just the random matches allowing Tracy to save himself. Definitely not what TaymanND needs to see in this moment. FFR trying to continue the chain to see if Giovanni will deplete his resources further, but this could still be enough. That will be a low left side. Giovanni will not see any answers to that attack, and FFR will take the kill. When we get to our S-Hard round in the final, we will see that be pretty much mandatory, as in we're probably not going to see too many stages beaten without doing it that way. But V-Hard is the place, especially towards the second half, where you have to start doing it. FFR Pro trying to extend the chain. 14 chain to try and adjust the timing. Like a 13 chain sends the maximum amount of garbage, but this has worked out for our 1 seed. Getting the 35-second kill onto Richie. Kind of going to Schmoovin USA, as FFR would like to say in this spot. Lots of fast stages in this second half. TaymanND resetting again on Tracy. Tracy has not been nice to our 4 seed. And Lorelei, otherwise affectionately known in this community as Waifu, is trying to do the same to FFR. Oh, Lorelei flirting with the second tier of panels in the match available there. Like, at this point, Lorelei may actually get to that tier before she can make use of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is TaymanND about to be very sad? Oh no. Tracy filled that in poorly. And TaymanND will finally keep up what is now a 4-stage deficit with 3 stages to go. FFR Pro looking to start this match off 2-0. Put all the pressure on TaymanND to do better to keep playing. The extensions of these chains that FFR is putting together, like the cursor speed, is a marvel to watch in its own. Probably only trumped in this community by Yoshi in terms of raw cursor speed, but there is also an art to maintaining chains and building them, and FFR is one of the better artists in our community in that regard, and it looks like he will get a second try, Bruno, with that 19-second stage, and Giovanni will run out of time from TaymanND's attack in 14 seconds. So, FFR Pro is on a tremendously fast pace. This run could actually finish in under 15 minutes. Oh, the cutoff of the chain from FFR. Oh, it was just barely too slow, but I definitely appreciated the attempt. And now that the main garbage is cleared, FFR is in full S-hard mode and is resetting the stage as soon as that main garbage gets cleared. It surely is appropriate for FFR to go into S-hard mode, considering he is the current S-hard record holder. Oh, that's a low right side on Gary, but FFR did not have the extra lines of garbage to top him out. So FFR is going to lose a little bit of ground here. Gary casually airwalking into an extra match. FFR is building up garbage. He does not have enough to top out Gary here. Oh, Gary's still not running out of time, so that's going to be a reset, and just like that, our 4 seed has made up 2 stages of the deficit. We are back to our patent pending 2-stage deficit. Tayman very good at building combos within his chains, very good at extending chains. If you saw these two in yesterday's marathon event, you know how good both of these players are at chaining, and at this advanced level, you need to have a handle on all of that. And Gary is doing some very, very ugly mistakes, and now FFR Pro will get his chance to test the Puzzle Master. Will he see a free Mewtwo this time? Or 4-5. Looking to extend this further and further. Mewtwo stack was a little light on the right side, but certainly a point to try and let Mewtwo deplete his resources further. Still some combo separation. No immediate answer here. Mewtwo maybe depleting everything. Oh, Mewtwo gets to that clear in time and will be able to recover. So now FFR basically has to sit and wait and try to survive a little bit. Making multiple 4 combos, just basically resetting the entire attack, will be ideal for him. And unfortunately for Tayman, that garbage block bottoms out, and these opponents effectively ignore it when the garbage hits the very bottom of the field. Very unfortunate. Oh, Mewtwo does a dumb, and that will be the end of FFR Pro's run, finishing Game 2 with a time of 16:43. Well, well, well. This is quite the competition that Tayman is coming up against today. And with that, finishing 3 stages behind, Tayman is not going to finish that. There is actually a 5-minute mercy kill rule in place so that players don't have to spend too much time between races. Tayman's gonna get up and take a breather after that one. Tayman did say before the race that he was not taking his match so seriously that he was going to turn off the in-game music. So FFR actually has the in-game music turned off to have the next stage load faster. It doesn't matter which version you're on, it will save you about 0.4 of a second per stage. Like at the highest level, you try to get every little advantage you can get, and we will see if the advantage proves to be fruitful in this must-win game for our 4 seed. FFR Gary gets some garbage clears. TaymanND Gary does not get as many. And FFR does not have Gary topped out. The chains need to be rebuilding. FFR is not building chains. But Gary will raise the stack up at the very end to try and get some more options and will not be able to do so. TaymanND sending a lot of 4 combos to build out his stack on Brock, but it will prove to be not enough here. Yeah, by and large, TaymanND is getting some better luck early on. There's slightly better discipline, combo discipline from TaymanND in this early going. It seems like FFR has been making a lot of shorter attacks and has been getting punished by them. Like the opening matches were not supremely combo heavy, and Misty is keeping hope alive on all of TaymanND's attacks, and TaymanND is starting to get salty. And it seems like FFR messed up his attack too and got an 11-second stage as a result. Oh, these games, they always seem to find a way to make us all bewildered. FFR does extend that chain out to X4, but Surge levels off the garbage and gets the clear. TaymanND has combo separation on his Surge and will get out in 14 seconds. Nicely done. I'm not sure Surge even set up that 3 chain. I'm not sure Surge meant to set up that 3 chain, just how the panels fell into place. So, very unlucky for FFR Pro in this early going. Surge keeps wanting to declare that playtime is over, and if this stage persists, you have to wonder if there's an outside thought of resetting the stage. Okay, that will not be a problem here, but a minute 7 is going to be a tough pill to swallow. And Erica starts chaining in reaction to TaymanND's garbage. And Erica goes for the 4 combo for the garbage clear and will not have time for that. FFR getting to the 4 chain here to get the garbage separation, and Erica went for the leftmost match instead of the blues that were right there. and will get to make up a little bit of ground. Again, these V-Hard matches will tend to play very seesaw back and forth. Tayman did not start out that attack how he wanted to at all. And will just reset the stage. It's not going to matter too much because Koga perfectly counters FFR Pro's attack. It's going to get a 4-chain while he downstacks. Oh my goodness, FFR has not been getting the best stage luck so far. And Tayman's attack is short on Koga. But Koga continues to counter FFR's garbage. But now the combo separation's in place for both players and they both get very nearly identical looking kills. The streams are almost completely synced from here, so this lead is very real. Maybe 2 seconds at most. But make no mistake, the result that you see on screen, which, pardon me for not giving FFR Pro his second Pokeball. But this result is definitely not representative of the difference in skill that we're seeing between our two players. There have been plenty of reasons to believe that either player could be winning each race. Sabrina gets to that garbage clear. And now you have to start thinking about resetting the stage. Okay, FFR falling a little behind in the attacks. Oh, Blaine gets that 7 combo for the garbage clear. That's certainly weird. That's a 7-chain from Tayman and Sabrina, and Tayman is in a terrible position. If this doesn't kill, I think Tayman has to reset the stage because he doesn't have a counterattack. Absolutely not. But FFR Pro resets his Blaine attempt. Both players are starting to run into a wall. Now they're starting to extend the chains. Nice slide tech from FFR to get that chain extension. He's just looking for Blaine to deplete as many of his resources as he can. And will be successful in 25 seconds. So this is our slowest pace to the second half from any of the races so far. But FFR Pro has cemented the patent-pending 2-stage lead and is looking to close this out. Has FFR sent enough on this follow-up? He has, and that will clinch the low left side combo kill. And believe me, if the combos did not fall in that particular way, this game would be far less speedrunnable. And now Tayman getting a low right side combo kill. That's why you make the second 4 combo during the chain. You want the separation to be flexible from either side. FFR goes 5-chain on Team Rocket. And that will let Rocket go down that way for a clear, but too much downstacking from Team Rocket, and 23 seconds will allow him to maintain a 2-stage lead as Tayman closes out his first half with a 14-second Blaine stage. So, Tayman about a minute and a half behind after 8 stages. FFR definitely going to be scrambling to find his second 4 combo in this chain. Thing has abandoned the idea. Getting that 4 combo at the very end will not count, but it may not matter. The combo separation is still here. And Giovanni making terrible mistakes to downstack that will allow the combo kill at 23 seconds. Lead now to 3 stages for our PPL 2021 champion. Looking to once again take his hand at perhaps the defending champion Yoshi in the final round, and will make his case with a very impressive close to this run here. A low right side from Richie gets the kill in 21 seconds. FFR Pro flying through this second half. Hardly a mistake to be found. Tayman will cut off his Tracy chain at X6. But that chain will allow Tracy to continue to keep going. And FFR wants Lorelei to do something else to deplete her resources and just will not do it. Going to X11. But the timing ends up being enough. Oh, with that many panels, Lorelei had no business losing that stage. But FFR will just shake his head, shrug it off, and move on to his final 3 stages. Looking to take care of business. Punch his ticket to the final. Oh, Bruno cut off his chain a bit early. Probably looking for a little bit more than that. Another slide tech from FFR, and that will prove to be another low left side for our 1 seed. Oh my. Like, there's a reason FFR Pro swept the qualifying stage with a maximum point score. There's a consistency there that few people have in this community. Oh my goodness! Tayman almost did not get that follow-up attack in time to top off Rocket. Meanwhile, FFR is waiting for Gary to do something else. There are a lot of suspicious matches at the top of the stack. 15, 16. Maybe now this is enough. But the 4 greens were right there to counter everything. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Gary just had all the answers. And that's going to force a reset. And also forces a reset for Tayman. And don't look now, once again, FFR Pro has a 4-stage lead. With 2 stages to go this time. Well, that first attack was wanting. But he is making it up, trying to keep the chain alive until Gary destroys the leftover garbage, but not quite enough there. Giovanni still having time to counter Tayman's attack, and Tayman is showing his saltiness. Frustration is setting in. The odds are not looking good. Okay, has Gary finally depleted himself of FFR's attack? Oh! Getting to that garbage clear before the combos could fall into place, but that left garbage block could still work. Yes, that little swap will clinch it. And it looks like Tayman will finally be out of the Giovanni stage as FFR enters Mewtwo, poised to put the exclamation mark on this match with his fastest time yet. Oh, that's a low left side for Mewtwo. Those little purple panels will give FFR Pro a free Mewtwo. Mewtwo can be free in V-Hard. And FFR Pro finishes off Game 3 with a time of 15 minutes 3 seconds. Tayman throws in the towel after that one. And congratulations and commiserations are being thrown in as we grant our #1 seed the 3rd Pokeball and the win. Let's go ahead and make this result official. You can see already. FFR Pro wins the match 3-0 and will be awaiting the winner of our next semifinal match in the Gold Finals. All I can say is wow. This was a truly one-sided beatdown by our PPL 2021 champion. This result will definitely not reflect on how well Tayman played today, though. Tayman got off to some very fast starts. Seemed to execute double 4 combo strategies very well. But that end game was massive for FFR's play. And that end game will see him through to the final match here with that 3-0. It will be FFR Pro waiting in the wings to see who will be the winner of our very next match. Oh boy, I've been kind of dreading this one for quite some time. It's always been the expectation with the start of this bracket that Yoshi and I would come together in this V-Hard matchup, and well, I've been feeling good about my practice personally going into this, but Yoshi could definitely pull off amazing times as well. We're both capable of playing a bunch of races in the 15 to 20 minute range. So, as far as I'm concerned, this one is completely up in the air, and if the matchup ends up being particularly even, I think Yoshi's superior cursor speed could prove to be all the difference. So, I wonder how this one is going to go. And we will find out how that match is going to go right after this. So, GG's once again to FFR Pro for a job well done, and hopefully I will be able to see you in the Gold Finals. But for those of you watching live on Twitch, we will bring you the other Gold semifinal with myself and the #2 seed Yoshi right after this. For everyone else, that is going to do it for our coverage of this matchup. For everyone at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart saying, until next time everyone, happy puzzling.